What's going on, everybody? Scott Hogan coming at you here. We're here in the training center. We're going to do an Ask Scott here. I got to ask, what if I had to pick one training aid, what one would that be? So let's answer it. So we're going to be talking about these training aids here today, and we're going to be talking about Orange Whip. Make sure you stay tuned to the end. We reached out to them, and they did offer something for all you viewers, so we'll show that at the end of the video. We're going to talk about their training aids because these are the ones I would pick. Now, I have to only pick one, so I'm going to caveat this. If I had to pick just one, this is based on my game and where I've been in my career and what I believe with getting better at the game. I would pick this Orange Whip Wedge. There's not a training aid that has had a bigger impact on my game than this wedge. And that becomes from the fact that I was struggling massively with my short game, having some issues with chipping, and this is what cured it with this flexible wedge and understanding how to load and unload the golf club, hitting shots. And I also love that you can actually hit real chip shots, build up some confidence by doing that, get a good feel for things. Now, with that said, most of you are looking for full swing aids. So I'm gonna go to the old Reliable, the one that I use all the time. I actually use this aid. I've had one of these for a long time, and I've used this all the time when I'm warming up for rounds. I keep it in my trunk. I get out, I gotta get moving because of my arthritis, so I gotta get going and moving. So that is the Orange Whip trainer. So this is the big daddy that they have. And if you're not familiar with the Orange Whip, it's obviously got the orange ball, looks like an orange on the end of the stick, thus the orange, and now it's gonna have this whippy shaft, so you get the Orange Whip. Now, if you're not familiar with what you're trying to do here, what you're doing is trying to build a feeling for the rhythm of your swing and how the golf club is really loading up and then unloading. That's one of the huge concepts that I think a lot of people miss when they're trying to generate power, but I think also generate a really, really repeatable and consistent swing. I think players that really get consistent in how the golf club moves, they really find a way to let this club almost, I don't want to say swing itself, but it has that feel where it starts to feel really effortless, really easy, and that ball starts to jump off. And this aid plays a huge role in helping me get players to feel that. I think it's also great because it lets you feel how the rhythm of the swing works. And I also love it because when you start to swing this, as you get it moving, you start getting a feel for how your footwork works in a golf swing, how you use the ground to brace yourself in the backswing, then generate power in the through swing. Those are huge concepts that you're seeing nowadays. If you've been following Bryson DeChambeau, in the Como lab, you see that they have the gas plates on the ground. That's all they're really working on, along with just going ham at it. So you get a feel for that here, but you get it at a fraction of the price of what you would have to pay for some of that technology. So I love this aid. It serves the purpose of being great for warm-up, but it also serves the purpose for getting a feel for how to be athletic, how to move throughout a swing, and as you start picking up some speed, how to generate some power and how to get this orange ball moving faster, which is what the club head is doing. So that's what I love about it. I think it's great for that, and I think it's something that when I'm teaching, I use it all the time. When I teach somebody a new move, if you've taken lessons or if you see people take lessons, you might see that sometimes they get a little bit, their brain's cranking and trying to think about what they're doing, so it gets a little slow, gets a little mechanical. If we want to get past that, I'll have them work on the move while swinging this Orange Whip. It usually can help that process out really, really quickly. Now, as always, we want to talk about, what are some things that you would run into using the Orange Whip? Well, honestly, not a whole lot of negative that I can say other than, obviously we've talked in the past. I like training aids where you can still hit the ball. You're not going to be doing that with this aid. I think I would not really feel too comfortable if I had the speed that you swing this aid at and you had a club head on the end of this and you were trying to hit the ball. Could get a little crazy, so probably best to leave the wedge as the place where you're going to be hitting some shots for some of these shorter shots. Same idea there, but keep the ball a little bit more under control. But other than that, not a whole lot I can say. I love the aid because you can swing this every day, and I feel like you'll get better. You're not going to overdo anything like you can do with some other aids where it's like, oh, I've got to do this or I've got to do that. And then all of a sudden you're actually building in some habits where you're going a little bit too far past where you want to be. And then you're going to have the problems the other way. So I don't see that happening with this aid. I don't think you could do that. And again, like I said, the more athletic, the more simple, the more intuitive you can make it, I think this aid's gonna be the one that you can go with and fall back onto every single day. So if I had to pick one, here it is. So we did reach out to Orange Whip. We talked with them, told them what we're gonna be doing, talking about their aid to answer this question. They did wanna say thank you. So they did offer the code SHG. If you're interested in any of these products, you can get 10% off your order at Orange Whip with that code SHG. So make sure you check them out. I'll link them down below. Go ahead, check out all their products. They have the orange peel. They've got this new light speed, which they actually sent as well as a thank you, which is one of their newer aids, which I'm interested in because I work with so many juniors. So we'll talk about this aid in a different video, but trying to get you some speed. So I will do a review on that one as well. But again, I think you should check them out. If you're looking for stuff to fill your at-home simulator space with, your golf room with, stuff that's really gonna help your game, I think this is the easiest and most intuitive one you can get. And again, you're gonna get the most value out of it because you're gonna swing it every day. So thank you everybody for watching. If you have any questions about it, click that subscribe button down below. As always, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. And thanks everybody for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.